Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. In the last part we got here to Spiderweb Island and now we're going to continue on through more of this place. And my least favorite enemies in the area actually are these ghosts. The way they work is that well first off, they obviously just spawn in rather quickly because they can blindside you pretty easily without even having to attack you. But they can also blow out their candles and just start moving around randomly. I'm not sure if they can hurt you while they're doing that, but I have a feeling they can. Also, you may have seen that treasure chest there. We'll get that eventually. Not for a bit, but we'll get it. In fact, that's more or less the thing with Spiderweb. You see a lot of things in this island very early on, but you can't get them until after, like, the next dungeon. And by that, I mean the dungeon after this next one. Like that heart squid. I hate that heart squid, actually, because you have to backtrack all the way back to here. Save, by the way, if you're going for all achievements. Yeah! That's a big spot. Oh, my. I thought I heard... Rottytops? Get away from her, you monster! That was close. You're almost a meal for that thing. What are you doing here anyway? I live here. I heard this island had monster web coverage, so I... Stop with the web jokes! Sorry. Well, you're gonna help me down or not? Not a chance. Probably know this is another scheme so you can eat my brain. I ought to leave you here to rot. But I'm already rotting. Fine. Well, what have you got to say for yourself? I think you owe me an apology for all the trouble you've caused. I'm sorry, but... Oh, my legs. They're going numb. Oh no, that spider bit you, didn't it? Forget about it. I'm a bad girl. Just leave me here. No way, I can't abandon you in the woods. That'd be too much grim. My house, it's through the forest. If you can get me to my brothers in time... Just hold on, Rottytops, I'll save you! And welcome to most of this part, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Run Run Rottytops. This is more or less a trial and error section, because if you get hit once, well, you're dead. You don't lose any health, in fact, you're just sent to the beginning of the room you were in. But this section is annoying for one reason alone, because obviously it's just a war of attrition because you'll eventually get through any of the rooms. But the reason it's annoying is because there is an achievement on all versions of the game to get through this without getting hit once. And it is obnoxious, because if you get hit once at the very end, you have to start all over again. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. Though I have to admit, I love this song. Not as much as the normal Spiderweb Island theme, because I love Raven the Grave. But this is really catchy. And I love Shantae's little idle animation. That's kind of funny. But my biggest issue with this area isn't the idea that it exists or that it's hard. It's that it goes on for too long. Because we're here until probably around the 8-9 minute mark. So this goes on for a bit. In fact, I actually know a perfect point where it could have ended early. So I'll actually point that out when we get to it. But I do like the way that it's designed, at least, because they slowly introduce all the attacks in it. You got the hands, you got the lickers. That's actually another horror enemy I didn't even mean to reference. These, for lack of a better word, Super Mario World impalers. Or whatever those things were called in Super Mario World. Actually, yeah, that's what these are. Huh. And we'll get more stuff added as we go on. And I like that. And then they slowly start incorporating them with each other. I like that design mentality. I just wish it didn't go on as long. Though... a part of me thinks that they were self-aware of that, because, first off, the reason I said you should save before doing this is that you can only do this once per playthrough, which is why you want to save before doing it if you want all the achievements, because if you beat it, you can't do it again in the game you're playing. Because if you go back to the area where you started it, Shantae more or less goes, nope, not doing that again, nope, 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 nope. And while I like that they're very much self-aware of it, that's not an excuse to have it be as long as it is. And if you ever hear the music jump like that, that's because I'm editing out either me pausing for reasons or deaths. Because even though I didn't get a perfect run, obviously, I do want to show you what it kind of looks like, other than that first hit I took at the beginning of the game. Because each of these rooms does have a solid strategy to avoid all the enemies. Most of the time it's just get good, but there's something at least. These grave enemies actually did give me a lot of trouble, though, in my first playthrough, because I can never quite distinctly tell which was what. but I've just learned their positioning by now, so it's not as much of an issue. Though I'd like to note that this place actually reuses some assets from Tangled Forests, and just colored differently. More so Tangled Forest from Risky's Revenge, if I'm recalling it correctly, but it's there. Though from a concept, I absolutely love these enemies. They're more or less robots who just go, "Give me a hug!" and charge into you trying to get one. While puckering their lips, too, kind of grossly. Makes me laugh. WAAAAY knows how to have fun with their enemy designs, and I like that. I'm really looking forward to what they can do in Half Genie Hero, because I know there was a trailer for that at E3, but I haven't watched it yet. Because for some games, I'm actually that guy who won't watch any trailers and just wait until it actually gets released. Like, that's gonna be me in the new Spider-Man game, because I'm actually really looking forward to that and hope it's good, but yeah. Either way, this is where I think the section should have ended, because this looks like a nice little endpoint. But we're here for another 2 to 3 minutes. Admittedly, the payoff to this is pretty funny. And I do really like the last room in this area. It's just the fact that the trek to it takes way too long for its own good. Also, these I think are the last enemies they actually introduced in this section. They're probably also some of the easiest. And you know what it is about this area that can really give you trouble, especially if you're going for that achievement? It's the fact that Shantae, I think, moves a bit fast in this section comparatively. Like, it's the same walking speed, but due to the more condensed level design, it feels like it's faster. And that could potentially screw you over if you accidentally run into, like, a hand like I did earlier. And they do try to trick you, too, with it. Either way, we're actually at the last room now, which is where they throw absolutely everything and the kitchen sink at us. But as you can see, as long as you take your time, it's not that bad of an area. Though this actually makes me think now, what do I hate more, this or the shooter section from the end of Risky's Revenge? Probably the shooter section, because now that I think about it, all you can do in that is if you know the right place to position yourself, you can just mash the button and never get touched. So I guess this is the one I like more, because I actually have to think for it. And with that, we are done! Though you can still die because there's a Cackle Bat right here that I've run into on more than one occasion. But yeah, that section went on for a bit too long, but at least it's fun enough, I guess. And here we are.
Just in time.
My hero. Yo, sis, what's with the peeled shrimp? Unless she's here for dinner, she should turn tail and hit the bricks. Abner, some big brother you are. Can't you see she's injured? Looks fine to me. What? What a ride.
Ronnie Tops!
You dirty double-crossing. Hey. Beep. Shantae, is it? I've got something I've been meaning to say. I ain't too good at making friends, but you've been good to me and Poe and my sis here. It's just that pirate gal is a real way of getting into your head and making you hear what you want to hear. I guess I'm trying to apologize for some bad calls in the past. Teaming up with that Risky Boots, dumbest thing I ever did. Oh, well, that's okay. Poe and Little Runners here all I got of whatever life I once had. I can't remember much else, but you always make her smile, and I gotta be grateful for that. Wow, I don't know what to say. Forget it, we're square. Where the devil's Poe? He ain't been back in a while. He was supposed to fix my wagon so we could skip that creepy forest. Well, if either of you sees him, tell him to check in or I'm gonna get peeved. And there's a heart squid right here, which is the main thing you're probably looking at in that cutscene. Poor Poe. I hope that big spider didn't get him. How are we supposed to live on brains and not hurt anybody? I'll never know. That is actually a really good line. That is a really good point. How are zombies supposed to be peaceful if their main food source is, you know, people? Either way, you probably noticed that little hidden cape, and hey, it's Poe! Your brother sent me to find you. Hi, you're that coffee banshee. I remember you. Genie. Half genie. Well, former half genie. Thanks, whatever you are. I was scavenging for wagon parts when I got stuck in here. You like to help people in need, right? How about taking a look at it? I'm no mechanic, but sure, I guess. Follow me. The wagon's this way. Oh, that's what that was. This is all that's left of our wagon. These wheels I can repair no problem, but the axle will never move smoothly again without some squid oil. This island doesn't seem to have any squids on it. But what about the heart squids? Oh, you have squid oil. Is that for me? That's why you got it from No Baron earlier. Excellent. Ever since we split off from the caravan, we've been in short supply. I can have this fixed in a jiffy. And with that, that is actually our main way back to Roddy's house. You never have to go through that forest section again. Hey, you're pretty amazing, Poe.
Thank you, Milady. What do you say we take her for a test drive? Could get a little dangerous, just saying.
You sure Roddy won't mind?
That's no problem, just remember to hold on tight. Wow, she handles beautifully. I couldn't have done it without you, Milady. Here.
And we get a shriveled head. It smells. How sweet. I'll cherish it always, but what exactly is it?
What, don't you like it?
No, it's great.
It's from a dead guy. I'll be around in case you ever need a ride. See ya.
And he actually shows up no matter what side you're on.
You found Poe? You're alright, girl.
If the wagon's fixed, you can use it, I guess. Just no peeking inside. How many dead bodies are in there? Either way, with that, now we have the shriveled head, we can check this thing out.
Holdy moldy leftovers. Hungry, feed a shriveled thing? Stick your hand through.
More. Bring more delicious thing inside. Ew. And if you couldn't tell when we first passed this thing, this is the next dungeon. Welcome to Cackle Tower, which I immediately leave because I almost entirely forgot about the Cackle Bat. There's actually not that many Cackle Bats on this island, too. We can only get 2 out of the 3 that are here. But, yeah, it's good to see that there's one right here. The Cackle Tower, though, is one of my favorite dungeons in the game, probably in second place. And even though we're not going to be completing it this part, let's check it out. First off, love the music here. It's actually a remix of the Shantae 1 dungeon theme, and I already loved that theme as it was, so this remix is very welcome in my eyes. Mind you, Shantae 1's soundtrack is just glorious. If I were to compare this to the Spittle Maze, it's actually not that much harder. It's about the right difficulty a second dungeon should be in my eyes. Though, like all the dungeons in this game, you're going to notice, it's not the longest. Oh hey, these skeletons are back from Risky's Revenge. Though unlike Risky's Revenge, since we don't have an elephant, they just disappear immediately once turning into the grave. Which, mind you, I'm glad, because it's pretty obscure that you can kill them with the elephant in Risky's Revenge anyway. So, I'll take it. And hey, a save room. Now, the main gimmick with this dungeon is that down here in this next room, there's that thing. This looks like something from Uncle's workshop, but it doesn't appear to have power. Our main objective here early on in the dungeon is to get that thing power. You'll see how later. For now, our main goal is to find a way around stuff and get keys. And we have to go to this room to do that, and in here we're going to re-encounter an old favorite. You remember the succubi from the first Shantae? They're back, and they're still annoying. Because this time they can outright ignore your attacks. Which I think they could actually do in the original game, but it's so rare in that one for me that it doesn't really matter. Because in here, they're just really annoying. Mind you, by this point in the original, well, not by this point in the original, by the time you encounter them in the original, you more than likely already had the Tinker Bat. And I got a Super Pike Ball from him. Sweet. The Super Pike Ball, which, by the way, there's a key in this chest. The Super Pike Ball is more or less the third tier Pike Ball from Risky's Revenge. It's 3 things orbiting around you, and they do about the same damage the original does. But we'll see that later on. However, with that, I'm going to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching, and in part 5, we'll be continuing on the Cackle Tower and seeing what we can find in this place. See you guys then!